This is the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and it shows that Samsung has not given up on foldables. In fact, it aims to be the best foldable phone you can buy, period. Last year's Galaxy Z Fold 2 fixed many of the issues people had with the original, but it left a lot of us wanting something that felt more like a phone and still less like an experiment. Now, the Z Fold 2 did pack premium features, but it also had a high price and it still, well, needed to earn our trust. With the Galaxy Z Fold 3 now upon us, things have changed. On paper, it seems like an improvement in every way. It's more like a phone and less like a prototype. Samsung gave the Fold what I call a Radiohead fitter, happier upgrade. It's slimmer, lighter, more productive, durable, more affordable. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 starts at $1799, which is $200 cheaper than the original price of the Z Fold 2. Now, I wouldn't call $1,800 cheap, but the price is going in the right direction. By the way, Samsung also announced the Galaxy Z Flip 3, which cost $999. For more on the Z Flip 3, check out my video. The link is in the description. The main screen on the Fold 3 has a new protective film, which Samsung claims is 80% more durable, feels smoother, and is more scratch resistant. The cover screen and rear glass are made with Gorilla Glass Victus, which Samsung says is 50% more durable than Gorilla Glass 6 on previous models. The metal frame and hinge are built with a new material Samsung calls Armor Aluminum. They say it's 10% more durable than the hinge on the previous Fold. Now, fun fact, Armor Aluminum is the name of my hardcore sci-fi band. The hinge's head is thinner and doesn't stick out as much. Now, this new aluminum also makes the Z Fold 3 11 grams lighter, and that is a lot of weight to be able to lose on a phone from one generation to the next. But let's put that in perspective a bit. The Z Fold 3 is still one of the heaviest phones to come out in 2021. In comparison to the S21 Ultra, which I consider a hefty phone, that phone weighs 42 grams less than the Z Fold 3. The internal display is 7.6 inches with a 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. That 120 Hz refresh rate is now available on the cover screen too. Samsung says the display can be brighter while consuming less energy, and that's important since the dual batteries are actually slightly smaller than the ones in the Z Fold 2, though Samsung has promised it should get about the same amount of battery life. You can tell Samsung feels very confident about the durability improvements to the Z Fold 3's display because they're encouraging you to take a small, pointy thing and use it on the screen. That's right, it's 2021 and that's the year of the S Pen, and the Fold 3 gets support. Samsung has two options if you want to use an S Pen with your Fold. There's the $50 S Pen Fold Edition and the $100 S Pen Pro. The S Pen Fold Edition doesn't have Bluetooth, but includes Air Command, allowing you to take a screen cap or jot a quick note instantly just by clicking your S Pen. Samsung also sells a specially designed $80 Fold 3 cover case that comes with an S Pen Fold Edition. The S Pen Pro does have Bluetooth and works as a remote and supports gesture controls. You can even copy and paste between S Pen devices with the S Pen Pro's onboard memory feature. It's thicker and feels more like a traditional pen. Now, interestingly, both S Pens have a new auto retractable tip to help protect your Fold 3's display. Now, one note, you cannot use other S Pens with the Fold. Now, this has less to do with the screen, at least I was told, and more to do with the new S Pens using a different frequency. The Z Fold 3 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chip, which is the same one found in the S21 Ultra, and I'm a little surprised it's not the Plus version. It also packs a whopping 12 gigabytes of RAM, and that's more RAM than what's in my work laptop. It comes with either 256 gigabytes or 512 gigabytes of storage. In terms of cameras, there are 5 of them. The outside camera bump has a 12 megapixel wide, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel telephoto with 2x optical zoom. Now, both the wide and the telephoto cameras have optical image stabilization. On the cover is a 10 megapixel camera, And when you open the Z Fold 3 up, there is the fifth camera. And if you don't see it right away, well, that's the idea. It's Samsung's first under-the-display camera, which means no notches, no hole punches, it's just the display. Now, Samsung uses display elements to hide the camera along with transparent wiring, which allows the camera to see through the display. The camera is only 4 megapixels, which apparently also helps with it being behind the display, but it uses AI image processing to create photos and videos. Now, the Fold 3 can film 8K video, has AR filters built in, and offers a bevy of capture and preview modes that take advantage of the Z Fold 3's unique form factor. Topping off the hardware improvements is an IPX8 rating for water resistance, which means the Z Fold 3 can survive under 1.5 meters, about 5 feet of water, up to 30 minutes. As nice as an addition as that is, especially in terms of keeping your Z Fold 3's screen clean, there isn't any dust resistance. And if you remember back to the review samples of the very original Fold, dust was one of the factors that caused screen damage on some reviewers' phones. The Z Fold 3 supports sub-6 and millimeter wave 5G. Now, it's unclear if all models support this or just certain carrier versions. Software-wise, the Z Fold 3 runs Android 11 and brings big improvements to multitasking, UX design, and more ways to use flex mode, which I always call laptop mode. The Edge panel can be pinned like a Windows taskbar for shortcuts to apps. Samsung also worked with companies like Google, Microsoft, and Disney to optimize their apps for a foldable screen. Optimized apps include Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Zoom, and more. So, at the end of the day, all the nips and tucks to the hardware and software give the Z Fold 3 a more streamlined and approachable vibe. The software updates firmly point the Z Fold 3 moving past the limits of traditional smartphone OS and incorporating more features that take advantage of its unique form factor. It comes in 3 colors, silver, green, or black, and the black color definitely has echoes of the S21 Ultra. Pre-orders are open now and it will launch on August 27th. And well, that's all I've got. If you want to learn more about the Galaxy Z Fold 3 or pre-order one, check out the link in the description. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think of the Z Fold 3? If you were on the fence before, do you think these new improvements and features finally sell you on one? Also, were there things you hoped that Samsung would bring to the Z Fold 3 and they didn't? Throw your thoughts in the comments.